Hi everyone, this is your weekly overview. So starting with the top here, we have our readings. You do have two more assigned readings for our proposal paper that's starting up soon. So make sure you do your two readings and add it to the reading log. You then also have, excuse me, your MLA readings. We are working on grounds this week, how we pull in different research into our writing. So you have a section on direct quote, paraphrasing, and summarizing. So all of these sections look pretty similar. What is direct quoting, characteristics, how to use it, and when to use it. And so you'll go through the section on direct quote, you'll go through the section on paraphrasing, and you'll go through this section on summary. So that way you understand the different ways that we're going to be pulling in research into our writing. Okay, so that's your readings for the week. Again, that's your reading C above. Your About Me reflection is due. I went through this last week. You do have a grounds lecture to go through. This is similar to our other ones where you'll have a video to watch, and then you'll have several questions to answer throughout the video about how to incorporate good grounds. You do have your scholarship essay brainstorm due. Last week I did have you go through the instructions for the scholarship essay, but I did not go through it with you, so I just wanted to do that really quick. So your objective is going to be composing 3 different scholarship essays. They are very short though. So in 7 to 10 sentences, you're going to describe your financial need for the upcoming academic year and your plans for covering all costs as well as any circumstances affecting your need for financial assistance. In the second one, you're going to describe 7 to 10 sentences to describe your academic career goals, plans for achieving them, include your prospective degree, certificate, or timeline of completion, and how your educational goals, once attained, will impact your life. And then in 7 to 10 sentences, describe your employment or extracurricular activities, volunteer work, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Here are your requirements for it. This is the structure for each prompt, and these are some help resources. And then, of course, you have your rubric of how you're being graded on it. I did create, as you can see in week 5, an extra credit assignment, which is open until December 9th. You can apply for the extra credit is just you showing proof that you actually applied for a scholarship. So the 3 prompts that you're answering are traditionally the common prompts that are used for the Maricopa Foundation scholarships. This is a scholarship cycle that opens twice a year, and there are hundreds of scholarships that are available, but there's only one application to complete, and dreamers are eligible and highly encouraged to apply. So this is the link for it. And so once you do your scholarship essay and you answer those 3 questions, you can use those answers to then apply for the Maricopa Foundation scholarships. Like I said, there's one application and it applies for all of them. So once you apply, you can just take a screenshot of that end submission of application and submit it here for 30 points of extra credit. If you don't want to apply for that one, you can also search for private or external scholarships. You can use the Arizona Community Foundation scholarship. And then there's another site that's not affiliated with PVCC called College Depot, and you can go and look there for a scholarship as well. You can only do it once. You can't submit 4 extra credit assignments because you submitted 4 scholarships. It's a one-time deal, but these are just options to help you find a scholarship. So this Maricopa Foundation scholarship one is a great one, and I've aligned the assignment so that way you can apply for it. So if you have any questions about it, let me know. You can also go to the financial aid website and get help there. But that's kind of the goal. And like I said, I leave it open throughout the semester. So if you find at the end of the semester you want to try to find a scholarship and apply, you can. But do keep in mind that the Maricopa Foundation scholarship is only open pretty much during the time we're working on this scholarship essay. So you're going to want to apply now, because otherwise it will be closed at the end of the semester and you won't be able to apply for it. So don't put it off. Do it now. Okay. So that's the extra credit that I wanted to point out. Sorry, hopping back to our week 5 overview. So I went through the scholarship introduction and the extra credit. This is the brainstorm that you're starting to work on. I set this up as a quiz assignment because it was the only way that I could integrate the different resources I wanted you to work on. So how this is set up is I have your first prompt, which is the financial need for the academic year. And then I have this link here, and this goes over tips for writing this type of scholarship essay. What things should you include? What are details you should include? And it's just super helpful. So once you read through this tips link I gave you, you just click true that you've read it. And then you're going to do the brainstorm for this prompt. So you're going to answer these 3 questions. Again, for help on answering these 3 questions, read through the tips because they are really helpful. Then it's the same thing. Here's the second prompt about career goals. And here are tips on how to write a goals scholarship essay. So read through the article and then go through and do the brainstorm. So you're going to answer all 4 of these questions here on prompt 2. And then same thing, here's a scholarship curricular, extracurricular activity scholarship essay with tips, and then answer the questions here. Okay, and that's the brainstorm for the scholarship essay. Thursday, you have a rhetorical situation practice that you're doing. This is to help us get in the mindset of these different styles of essays we're writing. A scholarship essay is a different audience than your proposal paper will be in. So step 1 is to read through what the rhetorical situation is, and I've attached this link here for you that goes through the different parts of the rhetorical situation with a visual. From there, you're then going to click on this link and you're going to click on Make a Copy, which is going to allow you to open up the assignment. And so your goal, and you do have to read through the prompt and instructions here, but your goal will be to fill out and take these text boxes and move them to the correct audience. So you're going to take it and just drag it on up to if you think it's parents, best friend, or professor. So that's what you're going to do. Once you're done, you're going to take a screenshot of the completed chart and you're going to attach it to the assignment here. Okay, so just take a screenshot of your chart. So that's the rhetorical situation practice. And then you're going to do the same thing for identifying research. So this is going to go over quote, paraphrase, and summary. You have 2 different readings to go over. We also had our MLA readings at the start of the week. So read through both of these. Then again, you're going to click here. You're going to go to Make a Copy. It's going to load. And then you're doing the same thing that you did before. So we have direct quote, paraphrase, and summary. And then we have definition, characteristics, and when to use. So the example I did for you was quotation marks. So I took quotation marks from down here and I moved it to a characteristic of direct quote. So you're going to read through the rest of them, a brief restatement of the main ideas from a passage of a text and uses one owns words. So do you think that's a paraphrase or a summary? And do you think that's the definition, characteristic, or when to use these? So you're just trying to put them in the right box. Again, once you move up all of the text boxes to the right area, then you're going to take a screenshot and attach it to the assignment here. Okay, so those are those 2 assignments from our week. And then the other goal that you're working on is drafting your scholarship essays. So you've done your brainstorm, you've read your prompt, you've gone through the instructions. Now you're starting to draft those. There is no outline for this because these are very short. But do keep in mind that in the assignment directions for the scholarship essay, I did include kind of a structure of what this should look like. Okay, so this little section kind of helps you with how you should write it. So you want to follow that as you compose your draft of each one. Okay. Lastly, looking at next week, you want to review your week 6 overview and keep working on drafting that scholarship essay. Okay, so I hope that it helps you understand your week. As always, email if you have any questions.